The lyrics were wrong, the timing, the pitch, the control, it was flat. It was not my song. Hi there, Christina here, and welcome to the Becoming Wives show, the place to explore the inner work needed to recover and engage your soulful essence. Now remember to hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell so you can keep up to date with our weekly content. It's a belief in some cultures that at the time of creation, the gods gave each person a song and then tells them that they can use this song given to them to call and to connect with the divine at any time. So you can say it's your special line, your bat phone, if you may. Now, I liken this to our purpose. And I often hear people say, "Oh, I don't know what my purpose is." And they ask, "How do I find my life's purpose? Do I have a purpose? Is it just one purpose? What is purpose?" I do believe that we each have a calling, as something that each of us is meant to create and to contribute in a significant way. Now, something that brings meaning. It may be interwoven in your career path as a vocation, a way of being, and we each have a duty, a responsibility to realize this something in whatever ways. I want you to journey with me with this idea that this something is our song, the song that we got at our individual creation. And of course, yours is different from mine. And in order for us to find our purpose, to understand what that even means, to be instructed on how to carry out the functions of the purpose, we have to go back to what the divine said at creation. We have to sing our song. We must remember. A big problem is that we're trying to sing other people's songs. We see them getting success, striving, and we think, "Oh, that's the song that I want to sing." In practical ways, this would look like doing something because it's popular right now. "Oh, I need to get into digital marketing." "Oh, you can't go wrong in the beauty industry." "Oh, you know what? Doctors will always be needed. So if she can do it, I can do it." And even though you thought that, it's not just your ideas. That's what the culture pushes. Parents push it, peers push it, teachers push it. So you sing and nothing. You're miserable, empty, alone, struggling. You despise your work. You're facing resistance and everything is going wrong. You're not singing your song. You're joining beautifully, singing in the chorus of those singing other people's songs. And after all those influences, and you're in the mess, it looks bad on you. You look like you're confused about life, which technically by now you are. You seem like you're wasting opportunities. You and others start to calculate your age and where you should be by now. It starts to become about money and significance-based ideals. So getting from here that it's not a you problem. That's something that needs to be addressed from a societal level. And I must say this here, that oftentimes in the process of rediscovering your own song, you'll experience some of the challenges and emotions that I mentioned before. They act as a guiding map and indicator to say, it's not here. Having said that, knowing that things need to be addressed in society, with knowledge comes responsibility. What can you do to help yourself? Carl Jung once said, "What did you do as a child that made the hours pass like minutes? Herein lies the key to your earthly pursuits." Firstly, do some inner excavation, some unearthing, reflection. Take a stroll down memory lane. Dig deep into the psyche to recover some memories of what you did as a child, something you did to escape, to feel heard, to feel fulfilled, something you were seemingly obsessed with. Did you write, read, draw, paint, sing, dance, pretend, play, decorate the furniture, plant, made clothes from tissue paper for the pencils, bake dirty pot. I used to do that a lot. Did you save the fish, the birds, the ants, or some animal or insect from the predators, or innocently kill butterflies because you tried to help them out of their cocoons? Did you put together puzzles, building blocks, and those other things that you were reprimanded for? Could any of these bring insight to you or relate to you in any way now? You may find that helpful to explore. Another way is to check the goodie bag. And the goodie bag is what I call your experiences. Now, this is massive. Spend some time to look through all you've been through over the years. Did you take a trip to Indonesia on a project? Did you work part-time as an assistant with your old professor? Did you do some kind of work in your local community, helping with the youths, caring for the less fortunate or the older folks? How about the time you spent volunteering at the bakery, on the farm, where you learned how to milk cow or make cheese or homemade soap? What experiences do you have? What did you get involved in? You'll be surprised what you discover from digging in that goodie bag. So make sure you try that one out. And the other thing, go on a value quest. One thing that we have to learn to practice more of is asking, and that involves asking ourselves. Ask yourself, what is it that I can do or give that is most valuable to people? An easy and reliable way to identify some of the things is to do a quick check in your phone messages or your email inbox. What are requests that people often ask you or ask of you, your friends, your family, your colleagues? Even if it seems very random, can you identify a pattern in these requests? Do you get called on to make juice for parties, for church, for events? Do people call to ask your opinion on color coordination for Christmas or what to wear for their interviews? Do you get asked to host or plan an event, or like me, get upgraded to maid of honor because you're obsessed about details and will ensure that everything and everyone is in check? Do people seek you out to write stories, invitation copy, love letters, letters of apology, welcome speech, keynotes, or eulogies when you know nothing about the person who died? You're just supplied with the facts, but your finished product can make it look like he was your dearest uncle. Do you get asked to fix phones, switches, broken things, to dissolve arguments, to comfort others, to review plans, to develop strategies, to persuade a stubborn child, to pray? What do people ask of you? And trust me, this can be a tricky one because most people overlook this in themselves. You discount something because it's easy for you. It's nothing, you say. That's it right there. That nothing could very well be your something. That thing that you find easy. It may not be glamorous. It may not involve stethoscope or special uniforms, but it is purpose. And you have to dial in right there so that you can understand it, so that you can accept it, go deeper with it, and see its value, then learn to communicate that value. Be sure to get this. It doesn't need to be difficult to be divine. Quote me on that one. You see, this is something that I personally struggled with for years. I always knew that I was creative and I saw a part of me as an artist. Now, I'm good with ideas and vision. I have perspective, content and all, but there was a big problem. The problem was with my definition and understanding of who an artist is and is to be. I can sing, but not Whitney Houston level. I can't play an instrument as skillfully as my husband, or take beautiful shots like my brethren Bush, or paint like my friend Sean. I can't manipulate clay like my girlfriend Aretha. I was surrounded by all these artists and I wanted my place as an artist, but what people kept calling me for and complimenting me on was my voice, my writing, presentations, planning and organizing events, providing counseling and advice. hosting programs, and I quickly brushed them off and got them done and went home, staying up in the night, asking, why are my gifts eluding me? Why can't I just find my thing? So I did what any smart person would do. I went to get training on various skills, invested thousands of dollars, started different businesses, entered partnerships where it must be at. But then after a while, the song was off. There was a lack of harmony. The lyrics were wrong, the timing, the pitch, the control, it was flat. It was not my song. My point is this: look into those things that you find easy, the things that come naturally. And on the other side of that score, look for those things that you forcefully resist. Often, it's those things that you need to go towards and let in. They keep appearing and you keep covering them up, rejecting the thought or the idea of their reality. They begin to even haunt you in your dreams. Stop judging. Open the door to their knocking and let them in. And that's the place where you start discovering, the place you have influence. You have to start listening within to your creative self for the tune of your song. Then you can start the singing, your heart drumming the perfect beat, and in a smooth, flowing manner, it becomes a prayer, a direct dial, a soul calling to the divine, where you can now receive further clarity and wisdom on how to bring about your soul purpose. Now, friend, I hope that you found this little reminder and tips helpful. Remember to subscribe for the amazing content to empower and enlighten and encourage you on your journey. This week I have a challenge for you, and feel free to share with me in the comments what you come up with. I want you to think about the magic code. Answer this question: what makes you powerful? So ask yourself, what is it that makes me powerful? And I can't wait to hear from you. Bye for now.